I'm still in Oklahoma. We're in Ardmore, Oklahoma. I'm in my hotel right now. I was getting kind of excited about the weather. Last night it snowed a little bit, and I looked outside and it's like 36 degrees right now, so most of the snow already melted. But yeah, we're gonna go back out to Turner Falls today. We're not gonna go inside the park because if you saw my video from last week, because this is a part 2, the park was flooded, and for you guys it's a span of a week, but for me it's, you know, it was just yesterday, so I can't go back there. But there's an overlook that we're gonna go to so that I can show y'all some cool castles, and hopefully we'll get the long lens out and be able to take a couple of good photos from there. I did some, you know, just scouting of the thing yesterday, or the overlook yesterday, and I really liked how some of the shots looked. And I've also found a couple of places near Lake Murray State Park, because I'm just kind of winging today, because I planned for us to go back to the Turner Falls State Park, and that's not going to work out. So I've got a few places in mind for us to go today, but we'll see what we can accomplish. So right now I'm going to finish getting ready. I've got my gear and stuff right here, and I'm going to go down into the lobby and get some breakfast. Yeah, I'm going to start finishing getting ready. Okay, so I know I say that a lot, but we're at Lake Murray State Park, and like I said earlier, we're just kind of winging it today. We've got breakfast. It's cold, but whenever we're done, we have hot coffee in the truck, so that's good. Yeah, so we found this like pecan grove or whatever. I don't know if you can see that pink color looks like it's coming off the trees, but it's clouds. It actually looks pretty cool. Unfortunately, I don't think we're not going to be able to get a sunrise because it's too late, but I'm gonna take you guys over this way. There's a little trail over here, little bridge, and we're gonna see if we can find something. So yeah, let's go. All right, we're at, like, I think it's called Pecan Grove at Lake Murray. There's a lot of beautiful areas, I guess. Like, you can see back here, like the sun's coming up, you've got nice blues and golds, and earlier you had like pinks and browns, or not browns, purples. But what I'm running into is there's just not any compositions here. I think we're gonna load up, get in the truck, and head on to our next location, because the trails are starting to get real washed out. I don't know if you can hear me sloshing around in the mud, but back over here there's a creek that you can't, I mean, it's not really a creek, it's just like standing water that goes right over, because like the trail kind of goes like this, and then right in this little dip there's just standing water, and we were starting to go away from the lake and it just doesn't look good. So yeah, we're gonna go back to the truck and go back to Turner Falls. Kind of disappointed, but you take it as you go. In last week's video, which was yesterday for me, we got a good image, so I'm not too upset about this trip, but right now I'm kind of upset because we wasted our sunrise looking for an image in a place that just isn't producing. So yeah, let's head back to the truck. Okay, got all my gear packed up. The sun is actually out now, so it's just over there. I mean, we're kind of in the shade, so yeah, I'm gonna grab this camera and I'm gonna go do a little driving around the lake, see if we can't find something. Like I said earlier, if I find anything, I'll turn the video camera on and update you, but as far as I know, I think we're just going back to it's not really Turner Falls, it's overlooking it, but you don't have to pay to get in, and there's some pretty good views, so that's where we're gonna go. Okay, so the sun's out, but we drove around the lake. I didn't really see anything that I liked. So we are now back at the Turner Falls area, which is right there, right behind me. I don't know if you can see. I can't even tell too well. But like, there's a road down there somewhere and it's flooded over, so we're not going to be able to get into the park, but right there is what I'm interested in. Oh man, it's cold. I've got my camera set up. The clouds are kind of covering up the sun right now, so I'm kind of dark, but let's see. I really think that looks really cool. I don't even know if you can see it on the back of my camera here. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I was going to put a filter on and kind of do a longer exposure, but I really don't think I need it. I might do a graduated filter, but I think what I'm going to end up doing is snapping it real quick because the wind is picking up, and I want the trees to be really still. You know, I don't want them to be blurry. Okay, so what my settings are I am at 175 millimeters. I'm at 1/60th of a second. I'm trying to, cut down on camera shake or whatever and blurriness that can come from all this wind. I don't know if you can hear it in the microphone, but the microphone
fuzz or whatever is moving pretty good. I'm at f8. Basically, I'm waiting for a break in the wind just so I can snap this photo with as minimal tripod shake or camera shake as possible, because like the frame that I have, you know, composed, I really like. So I don't want to, you know, screw it up. So, all right, 2-second timer to, you know, eliminate even more camera shake. Let's check it. Everything looks nice and clear. I'm really happy with that. That exposure was really good. Let's see, I need to get the focus on me. That exposure was really good. I really am happy with it. And then I looked over here. I'll show y'all real quick. I don't even know if you can see it, but like right up here somewhere, there's a windmill. And I think it looks really cool. So you've got green with white, and then you've got sky that has a windmill in it. So what I'm doing is I'm focusing on the windmill, but I'm going to shoot at f11. I'm also going to throw on my Lee filters, just because the trees and the brush or whatever looks like it's going to properly expose, but the sky is like way too blown out. So I'm gonna get that stuff out, set it up, and then talk to you in a second. Oh, it's cold. I've got my camera set up, I've got my lens set up, I've got my filter set up. Take a second to, I always use manual focus when doing landscapes, because you can actually zoom in right where you want it. And because there's a button on 5D Mark IV, actually I think most cameras have them, but when you're in the live view you can actually zoom in, and then you can move it around. Then what I'm doing is I'm focusing right on the windmill, because I'm shooting at f8. I'm actually going to move it to the ISO down, shutter speed up. I'm going to move down to f10. That way everything is sharp, everything's in focus, and my shutter speed for this one is actually, my settings overall are 1/80th of a second at f10 and an ISO of 160. That way I can have my f-stop a little bit higher and my shutter speed a little bit higher, and still get that windmill to be nice and stopped, because it's moving right now because there's wind. Two-second timer to eliminate shake. So, man, I do say that a lot, but I've got a lot of compositions that I'm happy with, or a lot. I've got 2 or 3 compositions that I'm happy with. So we're gonna pack up and head home. We're on, I think, Route 77 in Oklahoma, I think is what it's called, and we can just head out straight to 35 because we got to go back to Texas. We live in the DFW, or I live in the DFW area, so I still need to go back there. But yeah, let's take our stuff down and pack it up. All right, let me adjust this a little bit. So my time in Oklahoma has come to an end. I was a little bummed this morning because I wasn't able to get a good image, but you know, we essentially wasted our time going to try and get a sunrise at a location that just didn't work out. It looked way better online than it did in person, so kind of kicking myself for not coming straight here this morning. It would have been great during the blue hour and gold hour, like right at sunrise. But you know, I got 2 images that I was happy with here. I really like the castle, and I think the windmill looks really cool. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna pack up my stuff, go home. I got some hot coffee in the truck. If you stuck it out this long to watch my video, I really appreciate it. And until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. See ya.